19 million people watched Angel Reese wave goodbye to Iowa in the 2023 title game. Last Thursday, fewer than 1,000 bothered to click her latest podcast. How does the most marketable rookie in WNBA history lose 98% of her audience in under a year? Let's roll the tape. Angel wasn't supposed to rewrite record books this fast. She did it anyway. At LSU, she averaged a double-double so big it broke the SEC glass ceiling and cashed 17 separate NIL checks before graduation. Reebok saw dollar signs and inked her to a multi-year deal, then doubled down with a signature sneaker that drops in 2026, making her only the second active W player to land her own shoe line ESPN.com. When the Chicago Sky called her name 7th overall, she didn't just fit in. She inhaled rebounds at a league record 13.1 per night and poured in 13.6 points for good measure, all while filming brand shoots between doubleheaders ESPN.com. The persona clicked online, the diamond grill, the hair flips, the unfiltered clapbacks. Fans tagged her Bayou Barbie like it was both a crown and a dare, and Angel wore it everywhere. Basketball shorts to the Met Gala one night, an emerald gown to All-Star Weekend the next. The message was simple. She could straddle culture and competition without missing a beat, but basketball fans are loyal to craft more than charisma, and that truth would come back to bite her. The first warning signs weren't boos in an arena. They were numbers hiding on a dashboard. August 2024. With Shaq's big podcast network footing the bill, Unapologetically Angel slid onto YouTube, Spotify, and Apple in 4K resolution. The concept felt bulletproof. Angel shoots the breeze with icons and up-and-comers, no PR filters, just hardwood honesty. Episode 1 with Lisa Leslie cracked 61K plays in week 1. Episode 3 with rookie teammate Camila Cardoso trended number 6 on Apple's sports chart. Angel's charm translated perfectly. She talked trash, laughed at her own missed free throws, and asked Skylar Diggins-Smith how motherhood changed film study. Viewers loved it because it felt like sneaking into the tunnel after a playoff win. Loud, messy, genuine. Then, somewhere around episode 35, the vibe changed. February 2025. Instead of athletes, the guest list read like an Instagram Explore page. Jada Cheeves, Des Dior, and a teaser reel featuring Chrissy and Rock saying she wanted a dozen kids. The topic? Luxury dating standards. Not a word about schemes, scouting, or zone defense. Longtime listeners refreshed the video just to confirm the channel name. Within 48 hours, dislikes outpaced likes 3-1, and comment threads accused Angel of bait and switch. Core supporters didn't just feel bored, they felt duped. The show that promised locker room access now sounded like reality TV after dark. It wasn't the pivot itself that hurt. It was the unexplained abandonment of the basketball heartbeat. Fans grumbled. Angel heard them. And then she lit the fuse herself. On March 29th, Angel opened X, typed 8 explosive words, "This my podcast, STFU or don't watch, thank ya," and hit send X, formerly Twitter. The tweet rocketed past 1 million impressions in 2 hours. Fox News scooped it before breakfast, 104.3, The River. Sportskeeda pushed a headline calling it one of the most self-inflicted wounds in recent sports media history. Sportskeeda. Brand managers recoiled. Shaq's network PR scrambled. But the real damage surfaced in the analytics. View duration graphs cratered, subscriber counts reversed, and a fan-run Reddit scraped the API to show a 90% average view drop across the next 3 uploads. In a digital economy where retention is currency, Angel had basically torched her own banknotes. And if you think numbers don't bruise, wait until you see them side by side with a rival's. While Angel's thumbnails languished under 4 digits, Caitlyn Clark was busy setting attendance records. Her WNBA debut pulled 2.1 million viewers on ESPN, the biggest W broadcast in 23 years just women's sports. Ticket demand forced multiple teams to relocate games to NBA arenas, and secondary markets spiked 300% overnight. Georgia Public Broadcasting. Clips of Clark drilling logo threes routinely spin past 1 million before midnight. The comparison felt cruel but inevitable. 2 rookies, 2 meteoric brands, 2 very different engagement arcs. Media outlets used Clark's steady rise as a ruler to measure Angel's sudden slide, and the gap looked less like a difference and more like a chasm. Numbers sting, but sponsorship silence is what really keeps athletes awake at night. Insiders whispered that several of Angel's mid-tier partners activated pause clauses buried in their contracts, legal fire alarms that let brands halt campaigns if an ambassador's sentiment score plunges. The Reebok shoe is safe, for now. But chatter about rollout delays gained steam. Meanwhile, Angel's own words fed new bonfires. On her April 10th episode, she floated the idea of a WNBA player's strike over $75,000 rookie salaries, vowing she would sit out as long as it takes. Social feeds split instantly. Some hailed her solidarity, others tagged her ungrateful. TalkSport framed it as a headline feud TalkSport. Then came the gossip blogs. Rumored courtside flirting with Kevin Durant. A debunked photo of rapper G Herbo wearing a Reese jersey. A grainy TikTok claiming she demanded NBA height minimums in partners. Swish Appeal published a column arguing the vitriol smacked of misogynoir, America's oldest playbook for policing outspoken black women's swish appeal. Through it all, Angel doubled down. More playful thirst traps, more cryptic captions, and still no apology for the tweet that started the avalanche. Yet basketball never stops, and the court still offers redemption to anyone brave enough to log minutes. After surgery repaired the fractured wrist that cut her rookie campaign 10 games short, Swish Appeal, Angel spent the winter in Miami, grinding 3 a days with trainer Joey Burton. April camp footage shows her stroking elbow jumpers, a shot scouts said she lacked. New Sky coach Tyler Marsh told local radio he'll unleash her in pick and pop sets, betting that defenders will have to choose between contesting her mid-range and boxing out the best rebounder in the league. The next proof point came in unrivaled. The 3-on-3 startup paying 6-figure offseason salaries. Angel anchored Rose BC and landed on the all-league second team, out-rebounding veterans 8 years her senior SBNation.com. In a cramped half-court format, she flashed timing, touch, and the same unfiltered chirp that once drove LSU crowds wild. For many fans, it was a reminder of why they loved her in the first place. Redemption rarely asks permission. It just shows up wearing work boots and a stopwatch. So where does Angel Reese go from here? Scenario A, the comeback. She taps the brakes on influencer chatter, relaunches the pod with a player or coach every week, thanks the critics for holding her accountable, and marries skill growth with renewed humility. Viewers return. Sponsors exhale. The Bayou Barbie brand evolves into a case study on resilience. Scenario B, the slow fade. She refuses to budge, doubles down on hot take guests, fires off another heat check tweet. Audiences dive deeper into Clark's highlight rabbit hole. Media partners redirect resources, and by the time her signature shoe ships, the hype has cooled. The choice, ironically, now belongs to Angel's next move, and to us. Click, comment, boycott, celebrate. Digital crowds set the temperature. In a landscape where fame is measured by daily watch time, every swipe is a vote, and every view a stock share. Angel Reese has always been louder than life. The genius and the risk of being unapologetic is that it leaves no middle ground. The mic is live, the cameras are rolling, and gravity still doesn't care how many rebounds you grabbed last season. Which story do you think we'll tell 6 months from now? Stick around. The numbers will let us know long before the next headline does.